while back, I took a public speaking class where they made us write out speeches and present them in a video and dress up nice to present it, stand, sit up straight, lean forward, be present. I'm not doing that. Not even changing out of my shirt, because one of the first lessons we learn in this book is to be authentic to your own values. I don't value falsity in presentation. I'm not going to lean forward and be uncomfortable, making other people uncomfortable just because I want to look eager. It's not a value I have. My values are human connection. My values are authenticity. I value family and friendships. I value caring for other people. I can't do that effectively when I'm sitting uncomfortably, pretending to be something I'm not. I'm not a professional speech giver guy. I'm not a professional leader, but I am a leader, I found through my studying. So I'm not writing a speech. I have a note card with a couple of things to hit the high notes, maybe kind of the themes. But I'm not doing this twice. My values are very important and central to me. My wife will get upset with me because I won't use the drive-through. I won't use self-checkout, things that divide us from other people. You can't lead other people when you're separated from each other by a glass wall. And so in my leadership experience as a father, as in ministry through my own church, when I take in teenagers and homeless young adults trying to gain their footing in the world, I have to be present with them. I can't make a YouTube video and say that I've somehow connected with other people by making a cheesy facsimile of a human interaction by talking into a camera. My idea, the reason I'm in college, is that I want to help specifically men. In fact, among men, there's a huge identity crisis where men don't even know who they are. And with my own kids, who are teenagers, with their own friends, they gave to me the opportunity to lead them according to these values, to these ideas of building a world where there is meaning, there is purpose, there is human interaction. It's been over a year, and these kids, they've moved on to their own. They still go to church with me. If I have an activity going on the weekend, they tag along. They don't even question it. If I'm going to go have a barbecue at a state park, they all pile into their cars and they follow me up, and they bring hot dogs and charcoal and drinks because they're following me. This isn't something you can do by sitting behind a desk. It's not something you can do by doing what everybody else says is the professional way to do it. You do it by living it, by acting it out every single day authentically. And not everybody's doing that. I see so many places, so many churches around, so many institutions just going by the numbers. This is how we do it. We hand out tracts to people at the fair. We you fill out this form and you send it to this address and you have it notarized, and then you'll get you'll get what you need. That's not what people need. People need connection. True leadership gives that connection. I found that people do respond to this, especially the young people. They just, for whatever reason, they like my leadership style. They like the fact that when they come to my house with a problem that they can't seem to, work through, I don't sit them down and say, well, how can I help you through this? I throw my arm back behind me and I say, well, let's talk. Because it's authenticity. There is a sense of belonging that people don't have in this world. They're searching for it everywhere. They find a sense of belonging in all these different identity cultures, whether you're LGBT or identifying with a sports team, or if you're a Taylor Swift fan, whatever. People find a group. People want a group. But most of these in crowds, most of these places where people seek belonging, they're a placeholder for real belonging, which is in the family. It's in the church. It's in community, real community. It's not in division. I try to create that community. So when I have a couple of 19, 20-year-olds who after church find out that I'm just going up to a state park to have lunch, they come along. I can't create that without authenticity. In fact, leadership is completely useless without authenticity. That's why in Model the Way, right at the beginning of the book, it tells you to be authentic and true to your values. Without authenticity, no one, you never know. Without authenticity to help model the way, you're not going to inspire a shared vision. Without authenticity, without being the real you, without having true values that you would die for, you can't challenge the process. You can't enable others to act. You certainly can't encourage them in their heart. My video ran over. That's okay. Because I'm not here to give a speech that ticks off boxes. Because ticking off boxes is not authentic. Ticking off boxes places people in boxes. And it prevents us from saying what actually needs to be said, doing what actually needs to be done. It prevents us from striking forward and building something new and better.